phone wasn't on. So I didn't really start it. I just got the cards out. So I'm just going to go back through it. The first card that came out was you have to let people in to some degree. Let people in, drop some of your guards, let people love, support, and give to you. You're not meant to be alone. The second card out is you have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. Life isn't a competition with anyone but yourself. Take the pressure off yourself, and nothing and no one else matters. It's you versus you only. And the last card out is you know what you're doing. Trust yourself, don't gaslight yourself, and trust your intuition. Look, now I'm like paranoid. I'm like, um, there's really like a heavy focus on you focusing in on just you. Like right now, this time, this new timeline, this new era that you're in, it's all about you. It's like the your center stage in your life. Like it's all about you. It's all about what you want and allowing yourself to receive it. It's just something about receiving, right? Because we have you have to let people in. It's like it's almost like you're having to blend. It's giving the water and oil scenario here, where up until this point you have been very averse to allowing people into your world, allowing people into your energy, allowing people into your space, right? It's like you have this shit locked up. You know, you're very closed off when it comes to allowing people into your world. You know, you keep it very protected. You keep your energy very protected. You keep your innermost world, thoughts, feelings, who you truly are inside this vault. You know, you're and rightfully so. Like I don't want to skip over the reasoning or the importance behind, you know, not letting just anybody or anyone into your world, your life, your energy, right? But it just feels like for the majority of your life you have been very closed off to the world at large. And not only that, but it feels like you've had a lot of like your it's something about your gifts being the vault opening, and like all that you have wanted is beginning to come in, but like you have to allow it to come because it feels like it's coming in auspicious ways that you didn't expect. But there's like a heavy focus on you focusing on you, right? And not focusing at like anywhere else. Like you're not worried about other people's feelings, you're not worried about what other people think about you, you're not worried about what may or may not come of you speaking your truth or revealing who you truly are to the world, or you know, putting yourself out there. It's very much about you not giving a shit about anyone or anything outside of yourself for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and not in like a egotistical, like narcissistic type of toxic way. It's just where you have been on the very opposite end of the spectrum, where you cared way too much about the well-being, the feelings, the emotions, the energy, the outcome of your potential decisions or your potential words or the potential things that you might create or say or put out into the world, so much so that it prevented you from essentially doing anything. Because you, like I said this on like last week's video, because like you didn't want to rock the boat, or you didn't want to hurt people's feelings, or you didn't want to like stir the pot unnecessarily. You know, it feels like you had been called an instigator frequently, like in your life, because you 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 called shit out. You know what I'm saying? And like the worst things that we have done as a society is from a young age, we have taught kids not to speak the truth because you're a tattletale, not to speak up when somebody has wronged you because you're a snitch, not to speak up when something is wrong, and not to speak your truth, not to stand up for yourself because it makes you difficult and it makes you an instigator, right? Like this is the worst ingrainment that was created, that was programmed into us as children, as adolescents, as young adults, because it really does, it protects the wrong people. It protects the deceits. It protects the corrupt. It protects the evil. It protects the abusers. Right. So it's like this is, but that's what you knew. You know, that's what you grew up with. That's the mentality and the programming that was given to you. It was beaten into you. You know, you had this kind of like whipped into submission type of demeanor, but like now you're in this new phase of like, I'm gonna just do I'm gonna do what feels right for me. You know, you're following your own blueprint, and you're following what feels right and true and good for you. And you're not worried or concerned about anyone or anything else outside of you for like the first time in your life. And I can't even say just this lifetime. Like this feels like a first for you in general, in many lifetimes, in all your lifetimes, where your your inhibitions about this particular thing are dropped. You know, this is like you it's like the metaphorical, like you letting your hair down, and maybe you are like actually, but like you're going into your, I don't care, I don't care, you know, era of doing what feels right and true for you. But in this, like I said, it's going hand in hand energetically here, where you're doing this, but then you're also having to let people. So it's something about this demeanor, this energy, this new energy that you're in over here that I'm talking about. It's like the the more you stand in your own power, and the more you stand in your truth, the more you stand in your authenticity, the more that you don't care about what anybody thinks about you. It's like having some magnetic effect where like people are wanting to spoil you. People are wanting to support you. People are wanting to get to know you. People are wanting to work with you. People are wanting to, you know what I'm saying? It's giving a lot of like it's giving a lot of and like fan club and just want to give to you energy. You know what I mean? Over here. And you're having to learn to let these people do it, because my granddad used to tell me all the time, like, Bula Buster, you don't tell anybody no when they want to give you something. Because number one, if they didn't want to give it to you, then they wouldn't be offering it to you. And number two, it might come off as offensive. And you don't want to offend anybody that wants to give you something, whether it be money or gifts, whatever the case may be. You accept it, you say thank you, and you keep it moving. Thanks, Granddad. But this is like a valuable lesson here. You know what I mean? Because it feels like, this is something that you're gonna be like, oh, but let these people give to you. The universe is doing doing a thing for you focusing on you, for you going through the shit that you've gone through, for you going through the rites of passage and the trials and tribulations and getting to the point to where you're at right now. Like, it just has been no small feat. And so I think you should really give yourself like a lot of credit for getting to where you're at right here. And this energy of really focusing in on mastering yourself and allowing yourself to fully be out there as your true and authentic self without a care of what other people may think or say about you doing so. Because there's like a lot of, it's really good energy, it's really good supportive spoiling energy. I can only continue to say it's giving like spoiling energy where people just want to show you love and gratitude and support because of the aforementioned things here. You know, it's almost that thing of where, like, because you've gotten to the point to where like you no longer want anything. You don't want anything anymore. Like, you're just like, okay, well, I in the most like non-morbid way ever, you're just kind of like, all right, that's I've done what I needed to do here, and that's kind of it. I'm just coasting through life at this point anymore. I don't want anything. I just want to get the F up out of here at this point. type of demeanor, because you know what I'm saying? It feels like you have just you've done the things that you were required of you, and like you don't have any attachments to things. Like, you're not attached to like any one outcome, you're not attached to like any one person, you're not attached to any desire. Like, you're just kind of happy to be here. Happy to be here, you're just here. And it's that thing of like, when you want nothing, you're given everything. It's like this, you know what I mean? It's like you've now gotten to the point to where you're like, all right, I'm just here, and it's this. And so now it's making you very powerful, very attracting to, I can't even say, I was gonna say abundance, but like I can't even just say abundance. Like I said, it's like this vault has opened up, but like within it was like a whole bunch of shit that within it was like a whole bunch of shit that you at one point in time did want in your life, but like now you're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? That's what the universe does to you. Like, when you want something too bad, you don't get it. Cause like now you're, you thirsty for it. When you thirsty for something, like, you do anything to get it, type of situation. And the universe doesn't reward thirsty energy. So it's like you now, like, you have been quenching your own thirst with your own energy and love. Right? Like, you've been doing your own little solo quest. I told you about that reading I did about the solo leveling. It's like you've been going on your own little inner journeys, like Jinwoo off of Solo Leveling anime. Highly recommend it. But like, you've been doing your own little solo quest, doing your own little level up things in your own little world over here, just doing you, and not worried about external things. And now that you feel contentment within the self, you feel whole and completed. Like, you want for nothing. They're like, you have everything that you need, and so you're content. That contentment has unlocked the vault for the things that you wanted in your younger years, childhood, teenage years, early 20s, this type of situation are the things that were tucked away in your vault. And it's like, I feel like it's not only just stuff from this incarnation, this lifetime, but also things that you wanted maybe from past lifetimes as well, that are going to start coming into you. And you're really doing a good job of like following your own intuitive flow. My last week's podcast, I talked about the divine red light green light of things, and you're doing a phenomenal job of listening to when you should be moving, when you should be dancing, when you should be playing, when you should be resting, when you should be still, when you should just be in silence, when you should just be in solace, when you should engage with the world, when you should, interact with other people, when you should pull back. Like you're you're doing a really good job of mastering the self, because you're listening to your own. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You're listening to your own rhythm, your own guide, your own sonar, right? And you're it's good. You're just in your own little world here. And in your creativity and manifestation power is very on point. But be careful with that, because again, it's a double-edged sword. So don't be bringing in people into your life that you don't really want to talk to. Um, yeah, but it's really the you show from this point on. It's you loving you, it's you giving to you, it's you prioritizing you, it's you making sure you are okay. It's your balance of your yin and your yang, your masculine, your feminine, your light, your dark. Like you're keeping, I always tell you about in the traditional Rider Waite deck, the emperor, the balanced emperor drives the chariot. And the goal of the chariot is to keep the horses of the opposite, meaning the light and the dark horse, or the yin and the yang horse, or the good and the evil horse, going in perfect harmony in perfect sync, going in the same direction at all times. And it feels like you are very much on the way to, or if you are, again, since it's a general reading, there's some who are on the way to doing this, and there's some who have already mastered this, right? Who are you have become the balanced emperor to drive the chariot. But this is you and the horses of opposite colors, the two opposite horses working together. This is like a really important time within your life of establishing a really good collaborative, cooperative, harmonious relationship within your light and dark, within your masculine and feminine, and you're doing a really good job. The cards that's at the bottom of the deck is go outside and ground yourself. Bare feet to the earth. Earth will recharge and cleanse your energy. Practice good energetic hygiene. Overwhelmed, anxious. Yeah, so if you have not seen the June Frequency and Figures podcast that Dr. Val Raitova and I have done over here on YouTube, you should check it out. We kind of mentioned this about like June kind of being a very fast moving energy of a lot of mental stuff, a lot of spiritual downloads, a lot of the seven energy in numerology. It's a very spiritual number. So being able to go outside and spend time out in nature to allow Mother Earth to kind of support you and deeply root you, ground you in while a lot of this information is coming in, while a lot of these changes are happening for you, would be really beneficial. But also, always keep in mind that you are in control of your mind. And if you don't control your mind will control you. And energy is subordinate to the mind. So command your energy to fall in line as you wish to see fit, and it has no choice but to obey. um, Talk to your nervous system because it listens all the time. Everything in your body, all your cells are listening, and they respond accordingly to you depending upon what your internal dialogue is talking. So make sure that your internal dialogue is in alignment with the outcome that you would like to have for your body and in your world. With that being said, that's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Thank you all for all your likes, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. You can apply to work 101 with me, or just go to my website, ascensionoraclev.com, or my Instagram has a direct booking link there at Ascension Oracle V LLC. If you wish to book in with any kind of services with me, the New Earth Guidebook to Healing and Ascension is available on Amazon, as well as your Love and Light But Ready to Fight merch. Till next time, I'll see you. Be Squad.